Dennis, we want to bring you up to speed now on some breaking news. A judge has just declared a mistrial in the case of Courtnee Brantley. She was facing federal charges in connections with her actions the night 2 Tampa police officers were shot and killed. Our Serena Fazan is live at the federal courthouse in downtown Tampa tonight with the day's developments. Serena?
Good evening to you, Jameson. After 8.5 hours of deliberations, including an hour from yesterday, the jury was hopelessly deadlocked. In fact, at around 1 this afternoon, they sent a judge a note saying they could not reach a verdict. The judge at that time asked them to please consider and deliberate again. He sent them back into chambers. They deliberated for another 3.5 hours, came back, told the judge once again, "We are sorry, Judge. We simply cannot make a decision in this case." With great hesitation, the judge then declared a mistrial. About 10 minutes ago, Courtnee Brantley left this courtroom along with her attorney. She had nothing to say, but here's what her attorney told us.
It's an appropriate time for me to comment about this case. This case is not over as of yet. There's still a ruling to be made in this case, and the government has to make a decision whether or not it wants to proceed. So it's just inappropriate for me to comment, but I certainly want to thank the jurors who certainly took their time to weigh the evidence in this particular case and felt that, you know, they couldn't come up with a decision.
What do you think the state will do? Do you think they'll
That's not for me to guess. I appreciate you all.
How's Courtney? Now, when the decision was made, you could see frustration from the prosecution and great disappointment from the officer's family, David Curtis and Jeffrey Kokab. Both wives were present in the courtroom. I also recognized Jeff Kokab's mother and sister. Now, when the judge declared a mistrial, Courtnee Brantley did not show any emotion, nor did her family. But I did speak to them at great length this morning, about an hour or so, and Courtnee Brantley told me at that time that she had accepted the verdict either way. She faces a rarely used federal charge called misprision of a felony. It boils down to if she had knowledge that and she withheld knowledge from police that Morris was a convicted felon and that he had a gun. Now, back here live, this case is far from over. You heard from Grady Irvin Jr., who is Courtnee Brantley's attorney. He wants he wants the judge to rule on an acquittal, which means the case would end today. But when we asked the prosecutors what they wanted to do, the prosecutor said, Jim Preston, he knew what he wants to do, but he wouldn't tell us what that is at this point. He will make a decision or announce his decision on Monday. So up until this point, once again, in a dramatic move of events, this case has been declared a mistrial. Reporting live from the federal courthouse, I'm Serena Fazan, ABC Action.